Hi everyone. Today I'll be discussing about something which is very important in the current context of innovation in India, and a very important concept where the Indian government is also taking a lot of initiatives is why to file a patent application. Now, the main question which has been asked to us in last couple of weeks is when to file a provisional patent application, then what is the advantage of filing a provisional patent application, will the patent application any third party is filing would be accepted or rejected by the Indian Patent Office. So this video will talk about and give answers to all those questions. However, I feel the most important question which anybody who files a patent application before the patent office needs to understand is the content and the ambit of patent application in terms of provisional patent application. So, what is provisional patent application? We'll start with it is filed in form number 2. So, the point to be noted here is when you file a application before the Indian Patent Office, you have form 1, form 2, and form 5 when you are filing for the very first time, and the application is known as provisional patent application. Now, in very simple words, provisional patent application gives you the advantage of first to file. So it's a very important concept in the long run for anyone or the entity who is filing a patent application has done research which is path breaking and which is a very constructive way of doing something new. However, the first to file would be very helpful in terms of if that patent application or that innovation goes before the court in the case of infringement by any third party. So that is the whole concept of even IPR protection. Why you file an IPR protection? It's basically a proactive strategy so that you are able to stop others from utilizing your innovation in terms of copying your own innovation for which you have put in so much of efforts. So that is one aspect, and the other aspects of the litigation part and the infringement part, that's another video altogether. Coming back to the point is provisional patent application gives you the advantage of first to file. Now, when you file a patent application before the Indian Patent Office, you are issued a receipt. Now, this receipt, which is issued by the Indian government, that acts as an arsenal in terms of, it's like a documentation you do in terms of even asking for funding from the third party. Like, these are the documentation we have done. This is the patent application we have filed. This is a receipt we have received. And we are looking for some kind of funds so that we can allocate some funds for creating a IPR portfolio. What is very important is today, if you understand, the best of the companies are asset light driven companies, and most of the companies are at the number 1 position to number 10 position is they have created a lot of IPR. So IPR is one of the biggest asset in the long run. However, the gestation period where you see and reap the fruits of IPR is somewhere between 3 years to 5 years. Coming back to the point of provisional patent application is once you file a provisional patent application, you have a timeline of 12 months, that is 365 days, to file a complete patent application. And that condition is very important in terms of how the patent application is written and how that application can safeguard your rights. So the scope of the claims is basically forms a very important part of complete application. Coming back to provisional patent application, why I say so that provisional patent application in recent years, in last 3-4 years, a number of applications have been examined, and in most of the cases, we as patent attorneys, as patent agents, or the professionals working and representing clients before the Indian Patent Office, we take a lot of material from the provisional patent application to prove and refute whatever the questions have been inquired by the examiner during the patent prosecution process. Therefore, what happens is in a provisional patent application, description is very important. You get protection for what you disclose, and whatever you don't disclose is a kind of a trade secret. Say for example, there are two parties. Party P and Party K. These two parties are working towards same kind of innovation, and at some point of time, what happens is both applications get a patent grant. Let's take the positive viewpoint. Both get a patent grant. The ambit of the scope of the patent claims is different in the patent applicant P, and the ambit of scope of the details of the patent applicant K is different. So the party 1 in this case, which is P, writes to party B, which is party K, or vice versa. Party K writes a letter to party P in terms of requesting that we are in the same kind of business, and your innovation is different in this way and my innovation is different in this way. How to collaborate? Because I think nowadays it's more to do with collaboration rather than fighting before the court, because when the scope of the patent claim is different, then even if you're working in the same arena, you are serving different clients. So in that way, what is important is you get protection for what you disclose. So the disclosure itself will decide the fate of your patent application. Generally in India, for 30 pages, the fee structure remains the same. So when I say 30 pages, you can write details and you can use that ambit of writing in detail, whatever details you have, that can be written in 30 pages. Even your research journals, whatever data points you have, whatever point you can even think under the sun, included in the provisional patent application. At least try and write patent applications where the content is from 20 to 30 pages. I believe, and I have seen many Indian innovators or Indian companies filing very, very simple provisional application, and they are losing that chance of getting a better patent grant. So chance of getting a better and a more improvised patent grant. So use that tool of writing in detail. And it's very, very important that the more data matrix you provide in the application, that can be interpreted in the terms of when the complete application is written in the 12 months. So the point is, raw data points, more facts, the better the application. If you have any questions in relation to any particular domain you would like us to review, we can do that. Just put your questions in the comment box below so that we can prepare a video around that. However, in general applications, what is important is the functioning aspect is very innovators or the people who write the patent application, especially the provisional patent application, they just talk about the advantage. See, patent is not granted on the advantage part. Patent is granted on the inventive part. Invention is all about to do with technical advancement over the prior art. So technical advancement means whatever is available in the market or at the market shelf or anywhere else, you have improvised on that, and that is the aspect you need to write in detail, along with if you have raw data. When I talk about raw data, is basically it can be scientific results also, because that makes your application stronger, and that gives a reason to the patent examiner to grant your application. One very important point is we are in Industry 4 era right now. So most of the applications, or I would say the chunk of the applications, like 80% plus applications are being written which are software enabled. That means there's some kind of communication network involved in the process or the product patent application. So when we talk about process and product patent application, it can be IoT based. IoT stands for Internet of Things, where internet is used as a tool. So internet here is a communication network, or it can be a communication module too. Then we have AR. AR is augmented reality. Then ML. ML is machine learning algorithms. How those algorithms are different and what kind of functioning it is doing, and which is not very evident to a person skilled in the art. So a lot of research has to be done in these kind of applications. Then the fourth very important is virtual reality. So coming back to the point, is a description point. Just I would summarize everything, whatever I have discussed. The day you file the provisional patent application, you get a receipt. So you are first to file. Congratulations. You become a winner in terms of owning something. It's an asset, so you should enjoy it. Secondly, the more facts, the better the application. Use the ambit of writing in detail, 20 to 30 pages. till 30 pages, including all the forms. If I'm talking just about Form 2, no extra fees need to be paid in terms of the government fee structure, which is not much because what happens is people think IPR is a costly affair. See, anything which is legal is not a costly affair. It's a strategic move so that your assets are created in a better manner. Proactive strategy will always give you the advantage over any of the other entities who are there in the business, because you took your IPR seriously. Because what happens is when you start taking what yours, and when you put mind and effort to that thought process, it will definitely bear the fruits. Questions related to provisional patent application, or you would like us to review your application before filing before the Indian Patent Office, we would be happy to do that. You can drop your comments in the comment box below. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. I am active on LinkedIn quite a lot, and would happy to meet you in person. Have a great, great, great day ahead. Wish everyone a very blissful 2020. Thank you for watching this video.
Assistant Professor, Computer Science Department, Dasim Abdul Qadir College. Prity had taken more effort to get patents for our college, especially seaweed chocolate. Thank you very much, Prity.
The nutritional rich chocolate which is going to make a mark on the market.
Sure. Thank you for your wonderful effort.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Do is hire some firms which have experience of working with international law firms, or at least handling international cases. Because what happens is, like, a firm like us or any other firm would be taken into consideration